A National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's gonna be a good one. And it's all up next.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we bring you a look inside Highmark Stadium here at Orchard Park, New York. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. This is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Cardinals offense heading out, and they do so behind Kyler Murray, their dynamic quarterback in his 6th season now from Oklahoma.
And now that he's back at full health, they're expecting Kyler to get back to being the superstar playmaker that they drafted. Make no mistake about it, when he's fully healthy, there aren't many quarterbacks who are as dynamic as he is. And if he's able to stay on the field, this team has a real chance to make some noise.
First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. He'll find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Here's Murray. Over the middle, Harrison. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Throwing now is Murray. And a completion to Wilson. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already, I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
And just nowhere to go for Conner. Defense gets to him, and they mark him short.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both, and at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Coleman, the man in motion left. Allen going to throw. It's caught by Coleman. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. As they've got it as we resume action. Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And Knox is going to have a Bills 1st down as he'll get this up across the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 4. Slot man moves right. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Coleman. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. From midfield, here's Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. This 2nd and 4. The slot man in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. 23 yards the pickup there. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, if they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there, that means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Slot man moves right. Now this time Allen will throw. And not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes. Not there, 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Throwing now is Allen. Coleman has it here right side. And they'll get this down to the 10. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And again, it's Allen. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel from 10 yards out. And the Bills post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
It's Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play there just before halftime. 55 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Murray now. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Cardinals going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Caught by Wilson. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Fourth down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now. This a 43-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
The Bills were led in the first half by their all-world quarterback, Josh Allen. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Off play action. Allen. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. The Cardinals offense and Marvin Harrison Jr. headed onto the field. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. That's caught. Hits the tight end Ryman. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Murray a give. This is Connor. He'll get this to about the 38.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Rolling to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's Dorian Williams who got there for the sack.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Back to throw here. And this will be swung out here for Connor. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Allen, little pitch and catch to the tight end Knox. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Samuel is someone who you have to count for on every play because he can make catches, as he did there, or he can carry the ball out of the backfield. An explosive playmaker who can do a lot of damage with the ball in his hands.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Allen now looks to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Bilal Nichols, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now Allen. And he will find his man Samuel. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Curtis Samuel with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here. They are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline, ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Heady
on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Now 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Murray. Over the middle here to Wilson. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's Murray from midfield. He's got Connor. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's 2nd down. To throw is Murray. That's pulled in by Wilson. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun, Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly A must. It's 1st and 10. Now Murray again, throwing quickly to Wilson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A short one here, caught by McBride. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a 1st down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Murray now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Murray going to throw. Escapes the sack.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
This Buffalo crowd letting him have it. 3rd down now. Throwing now is Murray. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Fourth down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now. This to get it back to a 1-score game. Prater's kick is good, and a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So we're back to a 1-score game, and now you figure we'll likely see an onside kick.
Yeah, they've only got the 1 timeout remaining, so I think they've got to take a chance at getting the ball back.
So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the Bills, and that should all but do it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other, and they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.